the art of making MPC expansions. More about that after the intro.
Mr. TV.
This video is brought to you by my sound company,
Sounds Premium.
Today it's all about the art of making MPC expansions. And it's a true art form, to be honest, because you have to focus on things, on concepts, on strategies, and on sound concepts to come up with a very good MPC expansion. So, first of all, you need ideas, inspiration, and a very good concept that is working out for you and that is also working for the people that will have the benefit from it, the MPC producers. So I have produced plenty MPC expansions. Of course, the packs are always having a big content, a big value, but also sometimes they are very niche, if I can put it like that. So they are made for a special target group, for a special kind of producers. For example, I'm not focusing that much on loops. I'm rather focusing on key groups, on drum kits, on one-shot sounds that you can use in your music production. Of course, there are also packs that are containing some loops and clip programs to start your songs. I also have MIDI packs going on and MIDI drum loops, but you can always modify these packs because MIDI is very flexible, and with MIDI you can change everything and exchange notes, do a different thing out of it and use it as a fire starter. So for Roots Reggae, for example, I have a MIDI drum loop pack that is specialized on one-drop riddims, on rockers and on steppers as groove types typically used in reggae music. So reggae and dub is a big topic in my sample packs. Also genres like Amapiano, Afrobeat, and very rare instruments. These are the things I'm specialized on, where my expertise is, that I'm doing packs where you have very rare instruments like a handpan, a tongue drum, and other interesting sounds, cajon sounds, very high quality cajons that I have sampled, for example. So where instruments, innovative sounds, sounds that you have never heard before, everything is originally created from scratch. I was recording drums, also Nyabingi drums, which are very rare, very hard to get. And I was doing this because there was no pack like this on the market. And I wanted to have this especially for the MPC users, because I'm also a client of my own products, because I'm also using these sounds in nearly all of my productions. That's why I was making them, because I was in need to have them. So I don't have always the time to set up all these instruments and do the miking right, because I am producing a lot of things standalone. And to produce things standalone means that you don't have all your stuff with you. So going around with a handpan is not easy. Going around with a set of bingy drums is also not easy, especially to get drums like this. So making a pack like Nyabingi drums was really eating a lot of time, because I had to find someone who can produce these bingy drums, which is not easy, and I had to get them to my studio, and that's why I especially ordered these drums from a drum maker that is specialized on bingy drums, for example. So the effort I put into my packs is huge. On some of the packs I have worked for months, and then the most important question is, how is the outcome? Of course, there is a lot of passion inside, but you also need to know, is the pack or the concept that I'm developing also having a success on the market? Is there a demand on the things you are doing? And of course, there was also trial and error involved, but mainly I figured out which packs are needed and which packs have a high probability to reach my niche in a very good way. So how can I make sure that the packs I'm working on are not a waste of time? Of course, no pack is a waste of time, because you always learn also from things that are not successful. And of course, not every pack can be a bestseller, you know? And that's also not the thing why I'm doing this, because I love doing MPC expansion. MPC expansions are a kind of art form, a true art to me, because I do everything on my own. The design, most of the recordings I did on my own from time to time. Of course, I'm always having some partners who can help me with things, like friends that are into reggae music as well and are playing the guitar, because I'm not playing the guitar. And if I need some skanks, then of course I needed some help from a professional guitar player. And yes, of course I'm also collaborating, but most of the things I'm doing on my own, because it is just me, myself and I'm focusing on this MPC expansion pack creation and the art of selling these packs as well, and making a full-time job out of it, because I'm a soundpreneur full-time. And this is what I'm doing. This is where I am putting the food on the table for my family now. So I was leaving Germany, and after that I was highly focused to scale this business. And now I'm on track. I have not reached my goal already, because I always have new goals and I set up a certain threshold that I want to reach. And I'm still on my way, and I can't say that I have already reached everything. But that's the beauty of it, because I'm walking on a track like this one, where I am now, as you can see, walking through this forest. And it's like a metaphor. So this is a very good picture, walking a track and enjoying the walk, you know. It's a process, it's a step-by-step thing. But I have learned so much out of this. And my background is, I'm coming from a business management side. You know, I have studied business management with the focal points, project and brand management. And this is a very important part, to be honest. It's not just the creative part. It is also, branding can also be very creative, but you need skills on that level as well. And I'm inviting you to learn these skills and to exchange ideas, to test ideas, to come together in a community where you can find like-minded people that are also interested in making MPC expansion packs, because they love what they do and because they also want to dedicate their time in a full-time way and build up an income stream, a passive-like income stream. Of course, it's not completely passive, because you have to invest a lot of time, like I have said. I have invested months in certain packs, like the bingy pack, for example. And all the other packs, they are taking so much time, and I love what I'm doing. So it's not feeling like work, but sometimes, of course, there's also a certain pressure to it. You need the right mindset to release packs like I do, and you need to stay consistent also. And you need skills also in business management, also in marketing especially. And you need skills in being creative, in sound design. There is a technical part to it as well. And I want to do a community around that, where we can exchange this and where we have a very small group or a small community with people that want to take their creativity to the next level in reference to make a living out of it and not to rely on a job, a 9-to-5 job where you are maybe not happy with. If you are happy with, of course, you can do this, and of course you can stay in your job. You can also build it up as a side business. This is the best thing to do, testing out if your ideas are working out on the market. This is what you can do, honestly. And you don't have to go in full time from day one, but you can build up a side business. And of course, there is a lot of wisdom involved, experience involved, and of course you will make mistakes, like I have done mistakes, but you can try to avoid them, you know? This is what you can try, because you can learn from the mistakes others already made. So that's why I think that you will highly benefit from a group like this. You know, so we should come together because we are like-minded, and then we can set up these things and make a business out of it for you, because you can do it too if you really want. So where is a will, there is a way. This is the saying, and I think there is a lot of truth into it. Because if you do it like that, if you are investing time and if you are bringing the will to learn new things, and if you want to bring yourself to a new level, to make a living out of your passion, out of the things you love, then you are invited to join. And before I start this community, I need to know how much people are interested. In my MPC flow state community, where MPC producers are coming together in reference to the flow state and in reference to music production in general, and in reference to making beats and getting inspired, I already have this group, and I also ask them if they are interested. And there are a few people already that are willing to join, you know. But all this stuff needs time and needs also people. And I will start this if there are a lot of people, or if there are a few people that are really interested to go into a topic like this, you know. This is the thing that we have to make sure, because sitting there is just two people is not the thing I want to do, because I want to build up a waiting list for this. And as soon as I reach enough people that are interested into joining, then I will start this kind of community, because it's a different thing. Of course, the communities are very important, especially communities made for music producers, made for MPC people, because we know each other and we know what we want to achieve. We have similar goals, not the same, of course, but similar goals. So I moved to Mauritius, and I started from zero, because the business that I was running in Germany, where I come from, was a complete different one. And I was going in full time, putting everything on a single card. I was very brave enough, and from this day where I decided to go in full time, things have changed very quickly in a positive way, because I could scale the revenues and everything went up from zero. I'm living in East Africa, Mauritius, a very small and beautiful island where I can do what I am doing and where I am very creative and I have to admit that this was the best decision, or one of the best decisions that I have done in my whole life, because life quality changed. I can work from everywhere now, no matter where I am, like a digital nomad. I have tried it out before because I was traveling from Germany to different countries to check if this digital nomad lifestyle is possible with a business building around the MPC, you know? Because I was immigrating to Mauritius, I think 3 years ago now. So 3 years I'm on this kind of way to be a soundpreneur full-time. Because before I was doing this as just a side hustle or a side thing, and into music production I have invested so much time. So I'm active for such a long period of time. I was starting it at the age of 8 or 9, where I was starting to get in contact with hip-hop culture in general, where I was doing graffiti, b-boying, MCing, and also DJing. And this way I was coming to music and making beats, because there was no one that was making beats in my area, and I had to start it on my own to have beats, you know. So yeah, now it's time, I think, for you to make a decision. And yeah, you can just write me an email, and yeah, I will link up my email address down below in the video description. So just write an email. Please write a few sentences why you want to join and why you are highly interested into this kind of things. And maybe, I can't promise because I don't know how much people want to join my arc, you know, then yeah, just let me know. Write an email. There is no newsletter set up or anything. Just write an email, a few sentences why you want to join, why you want to be a part of it. Just introduce yourself. And yeah, let's give it a try. Let's see if there are enough people who want to join. Because this makes sense. 1 + 1 does not make 2. The number is bigger than that, because interaction is going on. We multiply things, and we are multipliers because we are doing things we love and putting our heads together, putting some experiences together. We can benefit from it, I'm quite sure. So just join my community that I want to build up. And for all the people that want to join the MPC flow state, you can also do that. But the MPC flow state is focused on production, creativity, reaching the flow state in general for MPC producers. But this community, the second one I want to bring up, is built around MPC business, the art of making MPC expansions. Yeah, this is what I want to do because I'm passionate about it. I want to have a give and take mentality, and this is what I do. So yeah, good vibes only. Stay creative. Greetings from the east of Africa. I'm out of here. Blessings.